And welcome to the first episode. Oh, we're here. This has been a long time because I used to do these back in the day as well. It is a Football Manager series on Winning Mentality YouTube channel. Now I can't wait for this. Okay, I am buzzing. Okay, because I really want to get involved with you guys and like make sure that this series is as good as it can be. So I have chosen a team. Now I asked on a Football Manager Facebook group last night and then I had a thought. Okay, let's make this relevant to Winning Mentality. So we won't do Mansfield because I'm actually doing a Mansfield save by myself. So sorry Adrian. We won't do a Liverpool save because it's a bit easy. So what's a bit of the middle of the road? Well, and we're not going Real Madrid, sorry Haskarim. So we're going to go with Southampton. It's called Saving Saints. We are going to put Southampton on the map again, like they were in the FA Cup final against Manchester United. They won the FA Cup. We want to win the FA Cup in this series. That is going to be the main goal, as well as obviously world and global domination. But at the end of the day, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be using and utilising our Southampton fan friends to make sure that we get this right. So I'll hand over to Mr. Tanswell, who'll be giving me a bit of a message of encouragement.
Hi Chris, just thought I'd send you a quick message on congratulating you for being a Southampton manager. What an opportunity, what an achievement to become the manager of the best club on this planet. The best club on the south coast for sure. You've got Danny Ings, the king of the scummers. He's going to get top scorer, make him your captain. But the real question is, who are you going to sell? There's a lot of their wood. Elianusi at Celtic, Forster at Celtic, Lamina away at Galatasaray, Wesley Hoyt also on loan. Are you going to retain him? Are you going to sell him? Or are you going to keep him alone? That is the question. But one thing you need to make sure is that Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is retained to you for another year. He's only got 12 months left in his contract after this season. Can you make him sign a new contract? Can you get Ward-Prowse keep playing that fantastic style? Can you get Danny Ings, Shane Long even scoring? That's the question. I wish you all the best. Europa League, here we come. Come on, the Saints.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Saving Saints. Now, you've just seen my face. We've taken over Southampton, which is the club close to my mate Jacob Tanswell's heart. So I just thought I'd do it for him. And yeah, to be fair, I'm so excited to get into this series, guys. We're going to be doing live commentaries of all the games and stuff like that. So there you see, Chris Stonage, manager of Southampton now. You should have heard Jacob encouraging me a little bit down there. We've got a captain, Pierre Højbjerg, James Ward-Prowse, our key players, Danny Ings, and our hot prospect is Michael Obafemi, as we all expect. We want to add to that, the 1976 FA Cup. That's the plan. That's one of the plans, as well as to win the Premier League and of course Champions League. We do love a bit of Rickie Lambert. Let's see can I get him back as a coach? Oh, it's going to happen, guys. Sorry, the first action of the series. Rickie Lambert is coming back. It's what's happening. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I want to make Southampton big again and make them one of the biggest. Like, I want to make us into an established top few sides. I've already played a few pre-season games testing out. I'll show you some highlights of that in a sec. Also, to let you know, young midfielder Will Smallbone, I've just loaned out to Southend. Also, by the way, I've tried to immerse everyone with this skin. The issue is the pictures are not working for Premier League. But if I just type in, say, Messi, for example, Lionel Messi, it should come up with the picture of him, and it should be all players like that. But unfortunately, it's not doing that for me at the moment. It's very annoying. And there's some other players, like for example Minamino, who has their picture, but because he's transferred to Liverpool and he's not a Premier League, then it's just not happening for him. At least it is happening for him on there. But look at these. I just love this skin, and I love these little badges as well. So I'm just so buzzing for this. I've never actually played on this skin either, so I'm looking to get. Oh, and you can see a couple of the pre-season results in the top corner. We'll move away from that. So I've decided to go after this man here. His name is Patrick, or Patrick. I think it's Patrick because he's Spanish. He's on the transfer list from Lazio. So I don't know, see, because we need a player who can play in multiple positions. He's wanted by like loads and loads of different clubs, Everton and stuff like that as well. We're going to try and get Patrick over the line. He'll be a really, really decent signing for us. We've got RB Leipzig next, by the way, in our pre-season. So that's. I just realised I talked new signings, but I didn't even talk about the squad we've currently got. So in goal, it's got to be Alex McCarthy. We've also got Angus Gunn, who's a little bit young, but I know Jacob can't stand Angus Gunn, so it won't be him. We've got at the back another one he just can't stand in Yannick Vestergaard. He called him the flailing whale looking for water. They also got Jan Bednarek looking for a big money move, some people reckon. Jan Valery as well. Young player, really, really good potential. Sam McQueen, who's fallen off a cliff a little bit. The captain, Pierre Højbjerg. James Ward-Prowse is going to be a real key figure in this series, I think. And wingers, Nathan Redmond, Musa Djenepo, really, really skillful. Stewie Armstrong, as well as, you know, good young players like Michael Obafemi. And up front, and Sofiane Boufal. Do you remember that one goal he scored? I can't remember who it was against. It was just amazing. He just ran through the whole pitch. Up front, though, we've got old bustly Shane Long, who's still going. I'm not sure how much of a future he has, but I know Jacob loves him to bits, so we're going a little bit off what he likes. Guido Carrillo's still at the club. He's not going to be... he's out on loan at the moment, but he's not going to have much of a future. Danny Ings is going to be the star for the first couple of years, I think. And Che Adams, who's a new signing. In real life, he hasn't done brilliantly, but hopefully he can get better in this series. Let's have a look at our young development centre. So, our under-23s, if you look at our squad, we've got some good young players like Jake Vokins, Callum Slattery, who's out on loan at the moment. Josh Sims, who looked really good at one point when he was first coming through. Don't know where's he on loan? Oh, he's not. I can get in my senior squad then, unless he's on loan at New York still. Yeah, he is, but he will play. He'll play a little bit of a role, I believe. He's got loads and loads of good young players, so that's good to see. Right, can we just appreciate? Unlucky! Lucas Leiva has got to Real Madrid. Oh, I've never been so happy in my life. Matt Ritchie's just joined Everton as well. But Lucas Leiva's gone to Real Madrid. How would we ever seen this ever before? Ah, this is what we want to see in the world of football. You know, this is why Football Manager is so good. This is why Football Manager is so good. So we have made our first signing as Southampton manager, and it is Patrick from Lazio, the former Barcelona young man. But the fans are pretty happy. Look at that. This is what we like to see. He's only 26 years old as well. And 2.9 million. I don't think you can complain for someone like that. He hasn't made loads of appearances for Lazio, but Lazio are a really good side. So hopefully that'll be decent for us. We've got a few more pre-season games coming up, and then I'll show you some highlights. Disaster has struck. That's just not what we needed, really, was it? 3 to 4 weeks without Ryan Bertrand, which means he will miss the first game of the Premier League season, which is against Burnley away. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Premier League fixtures, because I've actually installed the real fixtures in the game. So there we go. Liverpool v Norwich on the opening day. We are away at Burnley, which I believe Southampton lost 3-0 in real life, if I'm not mistaken. And without Ryan Bertrand, that's not going to be made any easier in game. Not only is Lucas gone there, but a guy called my nan. You know how you could say, like, oh, my nan could have saved that. Please tell me he's a goalkeeper. I'm pretty sure he is, you know. Oh, he is! So whenever anyone says, my nan could have saved that, I'll just say, oh yeah, the goalkeeper from Lille. So here we are, our first pre-season game that wasn't against our under-23s. We beat our under-23s 6-2. We played against Cottbus. We won the game by 4-0. We are going to be showing the games in 3D. So Walker Peters with the ball in. Boufal, excellent header at the back stick. Hopefully he'll be back to his best this season. Jack Stevens headed into Danny Ings, I believe, for the second goal. Vestergaard then found Armstrong, who crossed it in. We're liking these crosses. That's a cracking finish from Danny Ings. This is the first time I'm seeing these, by the way. And the final goal should be coming soon. Yes, it is. And Ward-Prowse chipped it over the top for Michael Obafemi, who did well and finished past Glinka. He didn't do too well, though, the German goalkeeper. So here we are. This is the bigger game now. Bayern Munich away. So back in Germany once again here today. So Odriozola running through, the new signing for Bayern, by the way. And a very similar goal to the one that Michael Obafemi scored last time. Let's change up these highlights a sec and make them a bit quicker. So he made it 1-0. Then Stuart Armstrong picked up, found Ward-Prowse. Jan Valery crossed in, and there was Nathan Redmond. It was 1-1. Southampton level. Then Thiago crossed. Boateng found Martinez. 2-1 to Bayern Munich. McCarthy then found Armstrong. Chipped over the top, and Shane Long was through. And he finished past Sven Ulreich. Really good finish from the Irish international. Then in the 90th minute, Gineppo got the ball, played it to Stuart Armstrong, who hit it and thought he'd won it for Southampton in the dying seconds. But, as we see, Corentin Tolisso at the back stick nodded past Angus Gunn to make... Your boy's only gone and pulled it out of the bag. Christopher Ajer from Celtic. I've been working on it for a little while and we haven't got that much in the budget, but I've decided to just use instalments. I just thought it was crucial to get this guy over the line. It has cost me £25 million, but just look at his potential. Look at it. It's just huge. 5-star Norwegian international. He's on a lot of money. It's just going to cripple me so badly financially. But he's literally going to be the best player in our team. He's a central defender. You know, he's young and he can play midfield as well. He's 21. He's just going to be brilliant. I'm so happy with this signing. He's already 3.5-star as well. Very good rating for the senior team. He should be making his debut. I didn't think I'd be making this signing, but I have done. I feel very, very happy about it.
Christopher Ajer, 21-year-old centre-back from Celtic. Ajer first signed for Celtic in February 2016. At the time, Celtic were managed by Ronny Deila, who was also Norwegian. But Deila actually left just before Ajer arrived in June 2016. So it was Brendan Rodgers was the first Celtic manager to deal with him. But initially he was a midfielder and Rodgers loaned him out to Kilmarnock for a season where he was converted to play as a centre-back, and he returned the following season and became quite a mainstay in the Celtic team over the last couple of seasons, mostly as a centre-back. He's never really played midfield for Celtic, but he has played right-back on occasion. He's a big presence, 6'5". Maybe not as strong as he should be for the size of him, but he's still young, still developing. But the first couple of seasons he was at Celtic, he was very good and, you know, has definitely earned his place in the first team. This season he hasn't been as impressive. Probably one of the sort of weaknesses that you would look at in the Celtic team this season has been in centre back with Christopher Julian, really the only one that's had a very good season. Ajer's the kind of player who he kind of feels like he maybe needs babysat sometimes, where, you know, somebody just to tell him to clear his line. Sometimes he tries to try to be a wee bit too fancy, which, you know, possibly with time and age will be something he'll sort out. It looks as though he's probably going to leave Celtic this summer. I think his agent has made some sort of comments that he's expected to leave, and I see a couple of big clubs in for him, AC Milan among them. So it'll be interesting to see obviously where he goes and how he does. Based on his first two seasons, he's 19-20 years old. I would say he has a good career ahead of him. This season, not so much, but possibly with this news coming out about him looking for a move, it's possible, you know, that maybe he's just lost a bit of concentration and form through that, and, you know, feels like he needs to move on to take the next step in his career. At 21, there's definitely still plenty of time. He's young, very young for a centre back. He's got over 100 games for Celtic and a good number of games in Europe as well, and he's already a Norwegian international. I think he's got 14 caps to his name, so there's no reason why he can't do well, can't go on well, but he definitely, based on this season's form, he needs to improve, and maybe a move is what will do that for him.
So we are ready. This is it. Burnley versus Southampton. So this is our starting lineup for today. Angus Gunn in goal. We've got three debutants across the back four. We've got Loney, Kyle Walker-Peters because of the no injury so far. But Jan Bednarek, Christopher Ajer, the new signing. Hopefully you've seen a Celtic fan raving about him, and Patrick, a left back, because of the absence to Ryan Bertrand. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and James Ward-Prowse, Armstrong and Redmond supporting Shane Long and Danny Ings. I've gone with Long above Adams just because I prefer a pressing forward alongside an advanced forward. We've gone for the more attacking tactic as well, which could be a massive risk today away from home. Burnley have lined up with Pope, Lowton, Tarkowski, Mee and Taylor, McNeil, Goodmanson, Cork, Westwood and Barnes and Wood. The biggest shithousery up front you will ever see. But, you know, we've got a decent bench as well. We've got some good players like Gineppo and Boufal who can change the game if they come on. So, hopefully, this will be a neat... I want to say... not enjoyable. Oh, and Burnley have their first corner here. Away by Jan Bednarek. Good from the Polish international. Goodmanson to Tarkowski. Ben Mee. Oh, and Ashley Barnes is through, is he? Bednarek clears. And Armstrong flicks onto Long. Is there a counter-attack here for Southampton? No, there's not, but there could be an attack for Burnley. And it's the New Zealander Chris Wood, Westwood and Walker Peters. It's end-to-end at the moment. Angus Gunn into Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Oh, it's a long ball, and it's through for Danny Ings. Can he be clinical? No, he can't. He's denied by England's goalkeeper, Nick Pope. Well, one of England's goalkeepers anyway. Good start from us, though. Good start. We don't mind a long ball. I do not mind a long ball at all, especially in this game against Burnley. We're going to have to combat fire with fire in that respect. Ward-Prowse into Bednarek now. And yeah, I hope it's going to be a tough save for me because Southampton, they need just a change of identity. They need an identity. They haven't got one. And here's McNeil for Burnley. Dwight McNeil. Oh, good save from Gunn. Good save from Gunn. Yeah, that's right, Jacob. Good save from Angus Gunn, can you believe? Oh, gone through. Ashley Barnes. Away by Walker Peters. Good from Southampton. Good start. 27 minutes in. It's been quite an even game. 3 shots each. Playing this live on the Winning Mentality YouTube channel. Yeah, the stats are looking all right. To be fair, we're doing fine. Let's have a little reading. It's quite sunny outside as well, which is quite good in the game, but not in real life. Let's have a look at the analysis. Oh, there's a highlight. Oopsie. Let's get it on the pitch. Højbjerg headed away by Cork, and they get it under control. And here is the exciting young Mancunian Dwight McNeil, and he finds Chris Wood, and it's saved by Gunn again. Angus Gunn is proving very... Oh, crikey. Where was Redmond? But he's got it back here. Don't know what he was doing on the corner. He was just standing in front of the ball. Here is the diminutive former Birmingham and Norwich man, Shane Long, back to Walker Peters, Ward-Prowse. We've got a lot of double-barreled. Højbjerg. Oh, and Shane Long! Yes! Come on, Shane Long for Southampton. Shane Long has scored our first goal of the series, and it's a fantastic ball from Pierre Højbjerg. Oh, let's go, boys. Cracking finish from Shane Long there. Really good move as well. Counter-attack from Redmond started it, and then Højbjerg with the ball over. I'm not sure what Nick Pope was doing, but it's 1-0. Let's go, boys. Southampton lead at Burnley. Can you believe this? Let's go, Shane. Shane Long with the goal as well. I mean, he's not prolific, but he does contribute. He does contribute in more than just goal scoring. Here's McNeil though for Burnley, who's been their biggest threat so far. Ashley Barnes out to McNeil again. He's in behind Walker Peters. It's Dwight McNeil. It's saved by Angus Gunn. Again, he's started really well, Angus Gunn. He's been excellent. There we go. So at half time, it is 1-0 to Southampton. Bournemouth at the moment are beating Sheffield United by 3-0. Crystal Palace beating Everton by 1-0. So that's not too shabby from them. Let's see how we can do in this second half. We're going to tell them to do it for the fans. We're going to say what the assistant does. I'm going to have a little chat with Mr. Angus Gunn. He's been very, very good. Very happy with your performance today. So, come on. Come on, Redman. Redman, I'm speaking... Well, they are technically, right? Come on, you yellows, I suppose, at this moment. I know Southampton do sing it when they're wearing this kit. It's not a very nice kit, though, is it, really? I'm not a massive fan of it, Saints fans. So here's Angus Gunn to Bednarek, who's been alright so far. Oh, and Stuart Armstrong playing on his unfamiliar right hand side into Shane Long. It's just past St. Patrick's Day. Shane, he's already come up with 1 goal, and he's been a part of another one. It's Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, the skipper on my first game, and he's done it. And for Southampton, who have a 2-goal cushion at Turf Moor. Wow, what a start. I couldn't have expected this. Fair enough, boys. We started really, really well. Really good football. Honestly, if we continue like this, I back us top 4, boys. Should we make a change? I think we will make our first change of the match, and we're going to replace Danny Ings with Che Adams. Danny Ings hasn't had his best game so far, but hopefully Che Adams can brighten it up a little bit. He's not actually scored for Southampton in real life. I was well informed yesterday by Jacob that he scored 8 goals in pre-season. So hopefully he can transform that into real life, his real life pre-season form into this form. Really good from Angus Gunn again. He's been so good so far, hasn't he? He's been absolutely excellent, and he's found Redmond here, and we could be on a break. It's Adams. Che Adams, can he find Long? Will he go for it himself? He does, and it's blocked by James Tarkowski. Wow. What's going on here, boys? Corner from Ward-Prowse. He's dangerous from corners, headed away. And now Tarkowski is leading the counter-attack for Burnley. James Tarkowski, the centre-back, finds Jay Rodriguez, the new signing, saved by Gunn, but it's put in this time by Jay Rodriguez. And Burnley have a way back into it against his former club. It's just a little bit annoying, isn't it? I'd have preferred a clean sheet, but... I prefer to win now, to be fair. Might change it up tactically, actually. We will change it up tactically. Let's do that. Okay, so I've paused it now. I'm going to change the tactics up a little bit. Burnley are starting to get into the game a little bit too much for my liking, so I'm going to drop Long in there. I'm not actually going to play Long there, of course. Stick Adams up front on his own. We're going to bring in Jack Stevens. I'm going to put him as a defender with Aya at defensive midfield. And we're going to change to a cautious mentality. And I might stick Gineppo on as well. Let's try a bit of Musa Gineppo. So, there's a straight swap. Come on. Right, so the Saints, we were going to make 2 final changes. We've changed it up. We've gone with a number 6 now instead of 2 strikers. We've gone back to a 4-5-1 almost, except it's like a 4-3-3 as well. With a cautious mentality. Burnley haven't had any shots since, so this is a Ward-Prowse with the free kick. Chance! Oh, Nathan Redmond had to score. Nathan Redmond actually had to score. That's so annoying. Come on, boys. If we don't win, that's going to be it. That was it. Tell you what, Angus Gunn, absolutely excellent today. Absolutely brilliant. Come on, 4 minutes of added time to go. Change it up to a defensive mentality. Let's see if we can hold on. Patrick's been yellow carded. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's a penalty. Oh no. On our first game. We're actually going to bottle it in the last minute. It's Chris Wood against Angus Gunn, who's been so good all game. In the 94th minute. The drama. It's Chris Wood against Gunn. And Chris Wood scores. And Burnley have done it in the last minute. That is so frustrating. But thank Christ, it's not a defeat. But oh my goodness me. Well, we tried at least, Look at those stats, not too bad at all. Let's have a look. Match stats for us. Højbjerg played a 9 out of 10 today. That is fantastic performance. Ward-Prowse 7.6, Gunn 7.1. He couldn't do anything about that. But me and Tarkowski were very, very good for Burnley. Let's go to the dressing room. I'm not going to be too hard on them. I'm going to be passionate and say I'm happy with the performance. I'm going to hopefully make them feel a little bit better with themselves. And we've got Liverpool next. But that will be the end of today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like. And go follow us on Twitter, as well as listen to our brand new podcasts coming out in the next few days. I hope you enjoyed this unique Football Manager series. And I will see you next time.